Right across the Fraser Coast, we have a wide range of different and unique war memorials. These different memorials in communities, large and small, represent the patriotic spirit, the civic pride, and the desire to memorialize, to remember, to recognize the service and sacrifice of so many. I'm here on the very western edge of the Fraser Coast region along the Brooweena Road. And this bridge behind me is actually one of the really interesting and unique war memorials we have. Apart from the four substantial pillars at either end, it does look a lot like a typical country bridge made of timber. However, the four pillars tell the story of this bridge as a war memorial. War memorials took many different forms, but this is the only known example of a privately built memorial bridge in Queensland. Its origins can be traced back to August 1920, when Mr. Lawrence Smith of Mount Joseph wrote to the Wuku Shire Council, and we have that letter. Sir, I wish to get permission from your local council to construct a bridge over the small creek near Mount Joseph on the 10 Chain Road just above the present bridge. This structure would have 4 girders resting on sills at each end, which would be on top of a concrete wall. The decking would be 5 or 6 inches thick. The bridge would be built very substantially and in keeping with the object it is intended for, a memorial to all soldiers who went from Wuku and fell in the late war. It would stand rather above the level of the highest bank and would be railed, with concrete pillars on each corner, in one of which would be a marble slab bearing the names of the boys who fell. Hoping you will see your way to grant this request. Yours faithfully, Lawrence S. Smith. And this very generous and civic and patriotic offer of the Smiths was gratefully accepted by the Wuku Shire Council, of course. The bridge was constructed by Mr. Smith's station hands, some of whom were returned soldiers themselves. One of the pillars bears the names of the 9 Wuku Shire men who nobly lost their lives, whilst another pillar lists the names of the other 38 brave men who enlisted from the area. The bridge is part of a rich tapestry of patriotic gestures right across the country in the wake of World War I. Although the Smiths did not lose any sons in the war, they still wished to make their own commemorative gesture. Upon completion of the bridge, it was handed over to the Wuku Shire Council. The bridge was officially opened on the 21st of May 1921 at an event right here, where the national anthem was sung and the bridge handed over from the Smiths to the Wuku Shire chairman, George Mant. Mrs. Brown, whose son was amongst the fallen, performed the unveiling of the honor roll. There was a great deal of patriotic support around Brooweena during and after the war. The residents of the town and the surrounding district funded an ambulance in France, and another memorial of a digger statue is located right in the very center of Brooweena. This memorial and many others help us to remember the patriotic spirit that bound together Australia after the war, and also remember the service and sacrifice of all who served. It functioned as the bridge on this road, the Brooweena Road, until 1972, when another bridge was formed adjacent to it, and it still stands as a pedestrian bridge, but more importantly, as a memorial to the men from this area, the Wuku Shire area, the Brooweena area, who served in World War I.